IVM.
Hey guys, welcome to the Positively Unlimited podcast. So question number 1, did you listen to last week's episode which was all about traveling light through life? And if you did and you enjoyed it and you managed to put only 5 memories in that knapsack, then DM me on Instagram, my handle is PositivityAngel, and let me know how your week went. Well, today I'm talking about a different mindset, one that can actually help you travel light. And it's what I call move on. 2 small words, but 2 very big leaps to take. For a lot of us, we find moving on very hard. And when I say move on, you've possibly started thinking about some relationship or some negative experience that you have to move away from or move forward from. I'm not even going that deep. I'm just talking about tiny things that happen every day in our daily life, at home, at work, that we need to learn to move on from. This is what traveling light can look like, and this is what packing light entails. So what do I mean? Well, what I've realized is a lot of us take too many things personally. If your boss says that the presentation you created is not up to the mark, well, in your head, you've translated it as, I'm a horrid employee, I'm good for nothing, I'm incapable. You took it too personally. Also, in that moment, you failed to see your opportunity of growth. If you don't make mistakes and if you don't perform at 100%, then there is no opportunity for growth. Yes, performing at 100% all the time is overrated. The opportunity for growth, the area of our life where we need to evolve, we need to learn, all of this will only come through or reveal itself when we make mistakes, when we don't do our best, or when we do our best and even that is not enough. So step 1 of moving on is to not take things personally. Well, actually, that is the key to it. Just don't take things personally. Everything is not a verdict on you, not a sentence to, being hung to death. Everything doesn't have to be so serious. Learn to take some forms of criticism. Learn to listen to what someone else has to say without getting so affected by it. So here's what you're going to do. Take a pen and paper and write down the names of 3 people in your life whose words affect you the most. For some, it could be your mom. I know for a lot of us it is. For some, it could be your spouse. And for some, it could be, your mother-in-law, a friend, someone at work, your boss, a particular colleague. Make a list of those 3 names. And then ask yourself this. Who is this person? How important are they in my life? And number 3, why do they affect me so much? The third question is slightly hard to answer, but you need to understand why does it affect you so much. So for instance, if one of the names on that list is your mom, then maybe you get that affected because you're seeking her approval. Maybe if it's the boss, then words said by him or her make you feel like you will not be able to reach your goal, or that there are other people who are going to race ahead of you. So that's something you want to think about. Now you have names of 3 people that you get affected by the most. And I want you to set that list aside. Next, you're going to go through the whole week. Yes, this is a task you're going to do through the week because it requires you to observe yourself a little bit. So you're going to go through the whole week and notice all the things that affect you, all the words that affect you, all those moments that you are taking very, very personally. And that's possibly draining you, making you feel low, making you feel not good enough. So you're going to observe and make a list of those. And then you're going to ask yourself this. All these incidents and the people through whom those words came to you. You're going to make a list and you're going to ask yourself this. All these people who said whatever to you during this week and made you feel all that you felt, how important are they in your life? How many of them really matter? How many of them do you really have to spend your whole day, half your day, your week, or your whole life with? Think about this. And then you'll realize that if these people aren't really important, then why are you wasting your time and your energy taking their words personally? I'm going to flip this perspective very quickly before I end this episode. In our life, the number of people whose words should actually affect us, and that too only up to a certain point, well, you should be able to count that on one hand. 5 people who really matter to us, whose words really matter to us, and who we trust to be coming from the right place. That's all that should matter. Everyone else goes into boxes of, maybe I'll consider what they're saying, I don't agree with what they're saying, okay, they are right, so I'm going to implement it from a very, very rational and logical space. None of it is taken personally, and hence it becomes easy for me to move on. When I don't take something personally, when I'm not affected by it to the point that I feel like I'm not good enough or my self-esteem or self-worth is questioned, I'm able to move on. When I keep things in perspective of how important is it really? How much difference does it really make to my life? Well, I'm able to move on pretty quickly. And that's what you should also practice. So the key to moving on from small, tiny, daily things is to not take things personally. Try the exercises, try the questions, see what you learn about yourself, and stay in touch with me. If there is a topic you want me to do an episode on, if there's something that you are facing that I can possibly give you a mindset or a tool to move through, leave me a message on my Instagram. My handle is PositivityAngel. All previous episodes, and there are a whole bunch of them, and there's lots of tips, tools, and tricks in every episode to help you understand yourself better and live a better life, live a more positive life. Well, all of them are available on the IVM Podcast app. So make sure you download the app and you tune in. Until next Monday, I hope you practice moving on, one step at a time.
What do we have to do?
Welcome to What a Play, you guys. This is the favorite sports podcast of several sports persons such as myself, Dudeja and Mikhail, who also happen to be the hosts.
Yes, you should definitely listen to our podcast for our take and quite a uninformed but hilarious take on sports every week. We give out awards, we discuss what happened in the world of sports, and
we take breaks as well.
We come up with jingles and sound effects on the go. So you should definitely give us an example of a sound effect, Dudeja.
Bolo Matthew Vade.
Yeah, tune in for some of that, bro. You can catch us on the IVM network every Wednesday on the go. On the Wednesday, in the Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, What a Player. What a Player W, Wednesday W.
Wow. Wednesday.
Wednesday to Wednesday, What a Player, Matthew Vade.
Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Careers in the New podcast series presented by Accenture. I'm your host, Shiladitya Mukhopadhyay. In this podcast series, we'll get you the latest and greatest in the world of technology that's shaping the future of business as we know it. We're talking intelligent platforms, cloud, AI, blockchain, extended reality, and a whole lot more. Every fortnight on Wednesdays, we'll have for you a hot topic with expert speakers from Accenture talking about top trends in the space, how these are changing the world and creating growth across industries. And importantly, we'll tell you how you can learn more, build your skills and expertise to grow and stay relevant in your career. Episodes out on the IVM Podcast app or wherever you get your podcast from.